and gentlemen of the press. Shh. Please, can we listen?
Now, Anudi is a student in international relations, wanting to pursue a career in international relations. Since becoming Miss Sri Lanka, Anudi's led numerous BWAP projects, reaching nearly 10,000 women and girls, and therefore this question has a lot of relevance. How has working on your Beauty with a Purpose project changed the way you see your role as a woman in your community and in the world?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Ayubowan, namaskaram. First of all, I have to be thankful and grateful for this opportunity to be standing here today, because every year I've been watching head-to-head challenge every year. Now I'm standing here as a finalist. So I'm very grateful. Thank you again. Well, I'll tell you a story first. When I was about 12 years old, I went to a competition from my school to represent my school, and I was with another girl from another school, and she was on her period. And then she wanted to go to the washroom to change her napkin, and then I asked, okay, why don't you go and do it before the competition starts? She said, I only have one. I'm not, I don't have many, so I can't use it. I don't want to waste it. At that time, I was like, why does this happen? What does she mean? Because I never had that problem growing up. And then I did my research in the university on the criminalization of marital rape in Sri Lanka, because it is not criminalized yet, like in many other countries, and that's a problem. I wanted to investigate the connection between the level of awareness women have about their women's rights and the process of criminalization, because I believe in order to speak up against this violence, you have to have a knowledge about your rights. Other than that, you don't have any sort of opportunity to talk about it. And then only I found about period poverty. I realized besides violence, they're also going through period poverty. They're not just victims of menstrual poverty, they're also victims of violence, both at the same time. So I started my project after that. And then I realized I started this project to give back, but I'm also receiving something back. This is just purpose, giving back and forth. And I have helped over 10,000 women and girls. And I help them through donations by providing sanitary products, not just biodegradable pads, non-biodegradable pads, it's also reusable napkins, so that they have a sustainable solution. And second, the awareness, because I believe awareness is key. You can give a napkin, but you can only use it once. But awareness will pass through generations. So when we do awareness programs, we try to target the audience that we are talking to. As an example, for young children, we are talking about how menstruation happens, what happens inside your body, and what you should be doing when it happens. And for older women, we talk about menopause, we talk about contraception, we talk about sexual health. Because I believe when it comes to awareness, it has to be suitable with the audience as well. And then the third thing is policy recommendation.
Time.
In Sri Lanka, the rate on sanitary napkin is 51%, and we had to reduce it. So I met the Prime Minister of my country to talk about it. At the end of the day, I realized by trying to give them something, I also received a sense of purpose. And I no longer believe that women should be limited to things like this. They should have a voice to talk about these things and bleed with dignity. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Dhananjaya Bandara. An elegant halter neck gown. Thailand.
Sabba papassa akarana, Kusalassa upasampada, sachitta pariyodapana, etam buddhana sasana. These inspiring words are from Dhammapada in Buddhist literature. The meaning is refrain from all evil and cultivate good. And I believe that is my purpose in life. So allow me to share my purpose, my journey, my story with you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ayubowan, Namaskaram. I'm Anudi Gunasekara, and I proudly represent my motherland, Sri Lanka. I'm 25 years of age, and I recently graduated after completing my bachelor's degree in international relations. I have plans to start my master's soon and to join foreign service in Sri Lanka. I speak Sinhala, my native language, English, and basic Tamil and French. Geographically, Sri Lanka is a tiny island that you wouldn't even notice on the map. But the hearts, the hopes, the spirit of my people are anything but small. They are immense. As a country, we've been through a lot, from conflicts to natural disasters, pandemic, and economic crisis. Yet, my people remained hopeful, they remained strong, they remained resilient, and I believe it's that very resilience that propelled me to where I am today. When I was born, an astrologer told my parents that I was put on this earth to challenge stereotypes, to redefine them, to break the norms. And I truly, wholeheartedly believe him today. Because I'm coming from a small town called Anuradhapura. That's the first kingdom of Sri Lanka and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But ironically, no one expected that someone from Anuradhapura will be the one to carry that heritage to the world, which is what I'm doing right now. And most importantly, I believe the places that are least expected to shine are the ones that hold the brightest light. I'm a proud recipient of free education of Sri Lanka. That means my people have nurtured me, nourished me from my primary education to college education. So I believe in giving back through community service. That's why I founded Saheli, my non-profit organization, to combat period poverty in Sri Lanka. But unfortunately, period poverty is not just an issue in Sri Lanka. It is a widespread problem in many countries. Through Saheli, I provide donations, conduct awareness programs, advocate for policy changes to remove the taxes on scientific products, which is 51%, and also to provide sanitation facilities. And the most important thing to me about Saheli is that we don't just reach out to women that we have easy access to. We reach out to women that society often forgets when it comes to menstrual health discussions, like women in prisons, women in monasteries, and postpartum mothers who go through their first menstruation after childbirth, which could be challenging. And we come from different races, different religions, different nations, but one common thing about us women, we all bleed, and we should bleed with dignity. And that's my goal through Saheli. And one more thing to add before I conclude my speech. We are here to win Miss World, to become the next Miss World. But let me tell you one thing. We are already winners, ladies. We are already winners. We have already won. We are here representing our nation, speaking about our passion, our inspirations, everything. That itself is an achievement. And also, I have to say there are some contestants that I have been interacting and talking to even before they won their national titles. I see Miss USA and Miss South Africa, she's here. I could see how driven they were, how inspiring they were, and how passionate they were, how they were truly the beauty with a purpose, even before they won. That itself shows that you do not need a crown or a title to change the world. And I believe, realistically, I wouldn't be able to change the entire world. Not even as a Miss World, I'm pretty sure Christina would agree with me, but the idealist in me believes that I can change someone's world. And I think that's exactly what I will be doing in my life. Thank you so much, Stuti.